We wanted at ESBA to recognize some of the great civil servants within the Condon administration. Frankly, we'd like to recognize a whole host of people, but tonight we're going to recognize two of the great people. And so at this point, I'd like to ask Spokane City Council member Breean Beggs and candidate for City Council President to step forward and recognize one of the great members of the Mayor of Condon cabinet.
And Rick Romero, come on up. It's my great honor to be able to recognize Rick. We did not know each other at all before I joined City Council. They gave me a few things to say about him, and then I just want to add my own. So he has spent his whole life in public service. He spent his last 11 years at the city of Spokane. He was hired by a different mayor with a completely different job title. And quickly under the Condon administration, they recognized his unique talents. And they put him in charge of utilities, which is the biggest part of the city. And he figured out two huge things while he was there. One, that when we're working on streets, we could be working on water, we could be working on all the infrastructure, we could save hundreds of millions of dollars and have better streets faster. Second, we were looking at a huge bill to clean up our stormwater going into the river so that we could create a clean river. And he put on his magic hat and came up with a complete different plan than anyone had ever imagined. It saved us hundreds of millions of dollars and is now being emulated around the country. And more recently, he put together a partnership across government lines, and it about killed him to do it because people just didn't want to put parks, libraries, school districts, and cities together. And yet again, he saw this vision, put aside the lines, that we could save tens and tens of millions of dollars, go together, go to the voters, and they approved essentially, I think, the biggest levy in the history of the region because they believed in government working together for the greater good. And Nancy, thanks for lending him to us for these years. I think you have him back now. So thanks, I'm sure you probably talked these ideas over with you. But in the darkest days of these partnerships across both wings of City Hall on the 7th floor that didn't always even talk to each other sometimes, Rick and I, we would sort of meet in the elevator bay and try to figure things out. And the wisdom he gave me was, he was always like, Breean, if we can just expand our vision enough, everyone's interests will be taken care of. And that's what he brought along with tenacity. And he reminded me of one of my heroes, which is Bobby Kennedy, who was fond of saying, some people see things that are and ask why. Some people see things that never were and ask why not. Rick Romero asks why not. Thank you.
Breean, thank you for those very kind words, and thank you so much, Larry and the ESBA board, for recognition tonight. I think those of you that know me know I'm not real big for speeches, but I do have just a few thank yous that I'd like to give and a couple of comments, perhaps. I feel a little bit guilty, honestly, about standing up here because I've been so blessed and fortunate to work with so many really talented professionals at the city of Spokane. And none of the things that we talked about, it's great to have some good ideas, but you've got to have people that can actually put the plan together and execute it. And I was just so fortunate to be able to work with some really great people. Second of all, it takes leadership. And Mayor Condon and Teresa Sanders, who's also going to be recognized tonight, when they came into city government about 8 years ago, the world changed, and at least my world changed, and for the better. The mayor and Teresa really insisted and demanded that we think differently about government, and you do exactly what Breean said, and that's why not. So, with the mayor and Teresa's leadership, we were able to do some things that I think a lot of other city governments weren't able to do. And it sounds easy to say you're going to change city government. Everybody says they're going to do that, but very few people actually do it, because doing something different than everyone else has done requires courage, it requires taking risk, and you better darn well get it right, because there's an awful lot of people willing to pounce if you don't. So when you step out like that, if you don't have the leadership behind you, nothing's really going to get done. I want to thank my wife, Nancy. She's stuck with me here through a long career in public service. I'm kind of an obsessive guy, and she's been there pushing me, helping me every step of the way. And she told me she's not going to any more damn retirement parties. So I think this time it's for real. I actually am retired. So again, it takes a lot of work and a lot of people to integrate things and to work together. And I've been in the right place at the right time with a lot of really good people. Again, Larry and the ESBA board, thank you so much for this recognition. It means a lot to me. I'm honored and humbled by it. And I want to thank everyone here tonight. It made this a special night for me. So thank you very much.